Hi, welcome back to Siren Acoustic Guitars, and the start of our SG D45 build series. As you follow along in the series, you'll see what we do from start to finish as we build the SG D45.
D is in dreadnaught, so just so everybody knows, this is a traditional dreadnought-sized guitar. So, and we just started building this series, so this will be a nice adventure for us as well for you guys to see how it all works and all comes together.
Now you've built one.
Yeah, I built
dreadnought
actually
before this, right?
two dreadnoughts before this one. Yeah, this will be my third and fourth dreadnought. We're going to be building two dreads, the D45 and the D28 as well. But traditionally, pretty much the same woods, with the exception of the red spruce for the D45. The 28 will be using a Sitka spruce top. So, other than that, pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Ebony fingerboard and bridge as well. Again, different inlays on the fingerboard. This fingerboard on the D45 is going to be a real custom for the customer who ordered the instrument. It's really tailored to him. He's going to have his name on it.
Yeah, we worked for a little while.
Awful lot of inlay work on that, as opposed to the D28, which is just going to have the standard abalone dots in it, inlaid into the fingerboard, but in the traditional Martin style.
And if I can get approval from the customer, I'll actually show an image of the actual fretboard design that we went with, or that we plan to go with,
right,
for that matter.
Right. As soon as he picks it.
Yeah, right. I hope he picks that one.
We have a couple of options for him, and of course he may decide to do something completely different. So
True.
We'll look at him. We'll look at it. We'll give him these options and let him see what because it's all about what the customer wants. You know, this is the real beauty of having a handmade instrument built specifically for you, is you can get something that no one else has. You can get something that's tailored specifically for you, so that when you take it out as your showpiece and your workhorse, people will know it was built specifically for you, and it's just one of the things that we can offer as luthiers, as opposed to going to a manufactured instrument.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
First step, the mold. With every guitar, we have a mold that we place the sides into once they've been bent to shape. With this build, we're using a guitar shape we don't already have, and so we have to make a fresh mold. Here you can see Greg rough cutting the shape of the mold out of particle board on the bandsaw. Next, we head over to the spindle sander to true up what will become the master template for the other 5 pieces of the mold. After lining up a rough piece to the master template, we use a guided router bit to copy the pattern to the remaining pieces. Finally, the pieces get glued together and we apply a few coats of sealer. Once cured, the mold is ready for use. And with the mold complete, it's time to start working on the sides. Like most parts of the project, we start by rough cutting the sides on the bandsaw. We took a book match set of East Indian rosewood and made them face each other in order to mirror the cuts we made with each pass. Once we finish with the rough cut of the sides, we then plane the edges to reduce the amount of sanding we will need to do later on in the build. Next up, we bend the sides, but before we do, it's important to prep the wood by spraying it down with water, because this next step can get pretty heated. We wrap the wood in aluminum foil in order to trap the moisture in and prevent the wood from burning. We then place the wrapped wood between two spring metal slats and a silicone heating blanket, which is all sandwiched inside our bending jig. We wait while the blanket heats the wood, and once you hear it sizzle, it's time to crank down on that waste. Little by little, wait a little, crank a little, wait a little, crank a little. Once the waste is fully compressed, we then apply pressure to the top and bottom of the sides. And once again, we don't go all the way down. We go little by little to allow the wood to adjust. This way, we avoid putting too much tension on the wood, as that creates a bigger risk of cracking. Thanks for watching the first part in our build series. We hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tap that bell icon if you want to see more videos.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you want to keep going with this? Have a great day.
See ya.